UK Attorney General represented Gerry Adams. The Attorney General of this country, who's also somebody that worked with Starmer at a place I believe is called Matrix Chambers and has represented some very dodgy characters, just take a look for yourself, also represented Gerry Adams, the guy who is now, because of this change of law that Labour want to bring in, or change of legislation I should say, will now make it possible for Gerry Adams, who denies being part of the IRA, but come on, could claim a six-figure sum from you, from us, the taxpayers, for wrongful imprisonment in the 1970s. Now, the Tories actually dealt with this quite well because the legislation was actually ruled against by a Supreme Court judge in 2020. So the Tories changed the law, put a clause in the legislation relating to Northern Ireland and the Troubles as they call it, meaning that no compensation could be claimed by anybody, especially Gerry Adams. But now Labour have decided, and the Attorney General Lord Hermer, good friend of Sir Keir Starmer's, yeah, it's all lords and knighthoods, isn't it? They're now going to repeal this legislation for absolutely no reason whatsoever. They're saying it lets lots of terrorists off. Well, actually, because of the extra clause put in there by the last Tory government, it means that none of these people can claim any sort of compensation anyway. And don't you tell me that now all of a sudden Labour are going to go after IRA terrorists, because they're not. The last Labour government under Blair made sure that they all got away scot-free, while British soldiers have been pursued for decades for what they did or their actions, whether they were rightly or wrongly accused or not, some hounded to their graves. These people are Marxists. The IRA are Marxists, or were Marxists. The Labour Party, Starmer and his chums, whether it's in the Lords or the Commons, are Marxists. They are anti-British. They are fundamentally anti-Western. And they are in charge of the fifth biggest economy in the world. And with such a big majority, they can literally destroy this country and there's nothing you can do to stop them. Isn't it just disgusting?